Feeling drained all the time? If you're a woman over 40, you need to listen up. In this video, I'm speaking with Marianne, who's a mom of three, where I uncover and break down 3 quick strategies that could help you feel energized and ready to tackle the day. Hope you enjoy. I would love to just know a little bit about what you're struggling with. But first, just tell me like a little bit about yourself, how old you are, if you're comfortable sharing your age.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm 54
You look
and
great.
but I don't feel great. I've been following you guys for a long time. A lot of my friends have done your program. So I just struggle more or less with food, being tired, low energy, that kind of stuff, and it's wearing on me. And I have a 14-year-old and an 18-year-old.
Okay.
So yeah, it's what am I missing?
Yeah.
I work out every day. Like it's
Yeah.
not like I'm active. I play pickleball, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Love pickleball.
Yes, I see you guys have
It's
started doing
become like
that,
my favorite new
right?
obsession. Okay.
Just things don't feel right. So I thought maybe food and I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know.
So I would say just listening to you, the struggle is like it's confusion,
Yeah.
right? I think I always say this, we live in such an era of quick fixes and false advertisements online. And
Right.
so people are always trying to find the easiest way out and the
Yes.
quickest way out. And as we age, we start realizing that all these pretend remedies and pills, and I always refer to wall Pilates, but exercises that are telling you that you do this, you will increase your energy, you will lose body fat, and none of it works, right?
Right.
And most people I find know exactly what they have to do, but because of all this noise and confusion, they're now questioning themselves.
100%.
So you do work out, right? I'm sure
Mhm.
you probably eat relatively healthy in your mind, correct?
In my mind, too.
Okay.
Um, yes. So I do. I'm sure you've heard of her, Rachel Fitness.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
So I do that. I play
Okay.
pickleball. I do. I used to focus, and I'm still focusing more on cardio, which I know that's the
Okay.
wrong do.
Correct.
So I'm learning that kind of stuff. But I think my food, I don't think I'm not that I'm not eating enough. I think I'm fueling my body the right way.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
think, or I'm not having that 5 meal. I don't know. That's
Right.
my
So you're just confused. The key is like to just clear some of that confusion for you and make you understand and allow you to prioritize things that are actually going to give you results. Because as soon as people really feel good, then it's like change starts happening because it's a
right.
mental thing. For
That's
me,
right. It's a mental thing. Yeah.
yeah. One of the biggest things I always like to focus on before giving people actionable things to do is to really understand when it comes to your health and wellness. Obviously, you're in your 50s, you're probably premenopausal or close
So I
to.
think I'm done,
Oh, you're done.
but
Okay.
yes, but I still have symptoms.
Okay. Okay. So you've gone a full year without your period?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. But you're still getting symptoms. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is the part where it's like it becomes really crucial for you
Hmm.
to understand why you are doing all these things,
Right.
right? Why you're working out, why you're trying to eat healthy. So, for me, the number one thing, and I'm going to put you on the spot, you can answer this or you can say pass, but I would love to understand why. What is your why that you want to get healthy and be vibrant?
Because I have 2 kids and also I want to feel good, me, myself. And I don't want to have any issues as I get older. And I know things can start happening when you get older. So I want to have the tools to not go through anything like that. Or if I have to go through something like that, then I know like I'm healthy, I'm strong, I'm
I love that.
that
Those
makes
are
sense.
all. And I love what you just said about having the tools. That's
Yeah.
really important. Because listen, you probably know you have to eat healthy, obviously. You know that you have to
Yeah.
exercise, right? But
Yeah.
now, like what I would love to share with you today, and I hope that you take it into consideration and start applying it into your everyday life. I'm just going to add more tools to your toolbox.
Hey.
Okay, let's get into it. First thing I would say to you is any type of workout is better than no workout. As women get older, the focus and the emphasis has to be around strength training. What does
Right.
that mean? You have to be lifting weights. You
Right.
cannot be doing cardio. You cannot, if you're a cardio junkie, all you're doing is running on really high cortisol all day long. So, this to me explains why, for you, like I know you said you want an increase in energy, you're
Mhm.
feeling depleted,
Yeah.
right? because your
Yeah.
body is constantly trying to help you, keep you calm. So,
Right.
if I were to give you a number one tip, I would say to you, try to figure out how you can get a minimum of 3 days of strength training in. Whether it's you follow videos, like I know Rachel does use some weights.
Yes.
I'm just not sure if she's more cardio heavy. I do love her. I've done her classes before. She's fantastic. But I think introducing strength training is going to be a huge game changer for you.
Right.
Okay.
Which I'm thinking about your program.
Okay.
It will come.
Okay. No problem.
Okay.
Okay. That is the number one key because right now, between the cardio that you're doing and the pickleball that you're doing, your cortisol is super high. That explains to me why you're low energy and you probably are holding your weight around your midsection if you have any weight.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So
I never used to. So that's the other thing. I never used to. So as I get older, you start to see those things don't work. They don't work. The quick
it's,
fixes, not the quick fixes. Sorry. It's not a quick fix. It's just the certain
yeah.
things that I think are,
We
they don't.
grew up in a generation where it was like, cardio, don't eat too much and you will stay skinny. And that's the mentality of
Yeah.
the era that we grew up in. It took me so long to unprogram all these beliefs that I had about weight loss. So that would be my number one tip to you is like, let's introduce some strength training into your life. Number
Yeah.
two would be, I always say this, there's a difference between eating healthy and eating for body composition and energy. If
Mhm.
we're trying to really change our body and really have this vibrant energy about us, we need to be prioritizing protein. If I was working with you, I would try to figure out what your goals are when it comes to your weight, and then
Mhm.
would design a nutrition plan for you based on that. I would
Mhm.
want to figure out what your maintenance calories are, and then I would, if we had some weight to lose, we would put you on a deficit. Anyways, that's a whole other layer. But the
Right.
quickest tip would be for now for you to focus on at least a minimum of 1 gram of protein per 1 pound body weight. Okay.
Okay.
And it sounds, you're like, I don't know what that looks like, but just to give you like a rough estimate, if you're having, let's say, a good sized chicken breast, there's about 38 grams of protein in there. And this is stuff that you can Google, and there's tools that you can use if you wanted to really measure protein. If you're having one egg, there's about 6 grams of protein in there.
Not a
So
lot. Yeah.
really, not a lot. Yeah. But really figuring out ways to prioritize protein and have protein with every meal.
Yeah.
Also making sure fiber, like fibrous vegetables, are involved in your day to day, like lots of them. Right?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Things like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, French beans, zucchini, string beans. Most of the times I see women just like eating a salad and they think it's healthy. I'm like, plain lettuce is just water,
It's
right?
just
It
water.
has no, yeah, it has no nutritional value. It's not a good whole vegetable. So you want to have fibrous veggies to keep you full. And number three would be hydration, making sure
Right.
that you're
Which I don't
drinking.
have.
Right.
I
Right.
don't do that.
That's,
And
yeah.
I don't sleep.
Okay, so yeah, so sleep, that makes it makes sense. Like again, there's a lot, like I would love to say there's one thing you can do that's gonna change everything, right?
Yeah.
That's
I
not
would
that,
love that too,
I
but
know, it wouldn't it be great? I would be out of business.
right?
But
That's right.
the truth of the matter is there's just so many layers. And but the beauty of it is once you figure all these things out and you start working, they start working together, you just, it's like that aha moment where you wake up every day
Right.
and you're like, I just want to tell everybody. A lot of times for us, most of our clients come through friends. We don't
Right.
really advertise. You've been
Yeah.
following me. I'm not like a
Yeah.
addy, pitchy kind of person, but really it's all referrals because people, once they figure it out and they feel amazing, they want to be able to
Yeah.
share that with their friends. It's a really beautiful place to be, especially as women in our 40s and beyond. All we want to feel good in our clothes and we want to have energy and we want to feel strong and we want to be able to be there for our kids. I always say my why is I want to be that 80-year-old that's running around after my grandkids in the
Me
playground.
too.
Right.
Yes, that's
Right. I
exactly.
don't want
I
to be
want to feel that.
right. You don't want to be debilitated on a million different pills for this pain, that
Right.
pain. And so the key is to build this toolbox that we talked about earlier, your
Mhm.
toolbox with
Yeah.
really good tools. Because once you have those tools, even if you end up wearing off, because people do once in a while, they're like, they just let everything
Yeah.
go and have fun. It's
Right.
okay. You can always come back to this toolbox and
Right.
rebuild. But the key is to have all this information and be able to apply it into your everyday life. And my biggest push to clients, I don't put you on a restrictive diet. I don't believe you have to be deprived, but I
Yeah, I
do
see it.
believe,
I follow and I see it's not like you guys deprive yourselves.
yeah, but I do
But
believe that it has to be a lifestyle. It cannot be a quick fix. So that's the one thing we're very integral when it comes to that is I want to work with people that I can help create this lifestyle for them that they don't feel deprived, that if they want to have a piece of cake, they can have it, but they have tools in their toolbox that they know exactly what to do after they've done that. They want to have their few glasses of wine, they can, but they know how to get out of that after. So it's anyway, so that's diving a little bit deep. I know we were talking about energy, increase of energy level, and you had asked about maybe what supplements.
Mhm.
There's lots of like great supplements you can take. Things like a vitamin D is always super
I take that.
valuable. Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. Especially in the winter.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else did I want to say? A multivitamin's always great,
Which
right? You don't or you do?
I don't.
Okay. Magnesium for sleep is
Mhm.
really great.
That's what I've heard. I don't.
Oh my gosh, you should be taking magnesium.
I
That should be a
know.
non-negotiable. Yeah, please
Gonna
do.
get on.
But these are all things, like I said, if you're feeling like you're just lacking energy, that afternoon hits and you're just like, I just want to go crawl in a corner and I don't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. So,
Or like in the eat kind of crash and I want to kind of my son but
mm,
I just don't have that energy
yeah,
and I hate it.
yeah. What I would say to you is you need to prioritize yourself. Because I know as mothers, it's a lot of times we put the emphasis on our kids and the home and the husband and everything has to
Mhm.
run. If it's not us, then it doesn't run. So I think really being intentional with the space that you create for yourself and how you treat yourself is the foundation of how everything else in your life is going to work as well.
Right. I
Right?
also want to show my daughter too. No, I want her to also have good habits.
Yeah. And it's never too late. The key is it's never, ever too late. I know you in your message, you'd written to me, I'm much older than you,
Yeah.
than 40. It doesn't matter. Age is not limiting to what is possible for you. It's
Right.
just that you're going to need to want it bad enough.
It's a
Advice,
little bit harder when you get older.
it gets harder, but it's not impossible. And anything in life that's good, that's worth having it takes time, right? It takes time
You
and work.
guys, you do train older, like my husband's, he's getting up there and
Oh yeah.
I would like to do the program with you, like with him.
Yeah.
So he's
We
like
have
58, right?
Yeah, we have a lot of couples that do it. We mainly focus on women over 40 because those are the clients that have the most success with us. And so we wanted to just really fine tune. But we do have couples that do the program together. We don't allow the men in our group chat.
Right.
That's private. That's a ladies only. But yeah, we have lots of partners that do it together. It is incredible to have a partner that's willing to go through the journey with you because
Right.
it helps big time.
And he needs it more than me.
Oh, trust me, what will happen is he'll probably lose more weight than you and then you'll
I
get
know.
super frustrated because men, we love them, but we hate them at the same time.
The other thing is he did this cleanse many years ago and I went on it with him and it was more for me, I just did it with him to support him.
Yep.
And he ended up losing like tons of weight, like 16,
Right.
whatever he did.
Right.
Again, it was just a quick fix
He
because then
gained it
things
right
got
back,
back
right?
into it. And it
Yeah.
almost becomes worse
Yeah.
after.
So you nailed something really big. A lot of weight loss cleanses, diets, people will do it. They'll get great results. But what's happening? They're losing muscle, they're losing water. They're not to gain muscle and lose fat is where the magic is, right? That's what we want to happen.
Right.
Because all these, especially these cleanses, they just get rid of so much water in your body. So yes, you do lose a lot of weight, but you're depriving yourself. And what happens? Deprive yourself, you go back, you binge, and then some.
Yeah, it's just like a vicious
Yeah.
cycle, but it gets worse and worse.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a saying we use all the time. We use it for supplements, but I think it applies to even programs as cheap supplements are expensive. And same thing is like cheap programs are expensive because it's a quick fix, right?
Yeah. Quick fix. Yeah.
So you're better off investing in something that is really going to just educate you and help you build a lifestyle that you can sustain over something that's going to give you a result that's going to be gone in 3 months.
I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
So I think if I were to leave you with something actionable for you to do, would be to introduce strength and make sure you're mindful of your protein and fiber intake and take magnesium.
And take my
Take magnesium.
okay.
You'll notice your energy level will go up for sure when you increase your protein.
Okay.
Again, that's an easy one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And yeah, just drink tons of water,
Yeah. That's the
right?
problem.
Listen,
Because of my job, or I used to work quite a bit. I just didn't have the time. Like, as a hygienist, I'm a
Mhm.
hygienist. And like in between your patients, you don't have time to go and pee and all. So my
Yeah.
body is so used to not hydrating itself the way it should be, right?
But isn't it amazing? It's amazing to me how people just compromise.
And you
Compromise
shouldn't.
yourself for, and
On
you
the most
shouldn't,
important, I
right?
know. That's how I
You should
know.
be like, excuse me, I have to go pee. Sit here
Exactly.
for 2 minutes. I'll be
2
right back.
minutes, okay?
But it is
Yeah.
such a psychological thing. We've programmed ourselves to always service others before we service ourselves, which is,
Yeah.
I say that I get super emotional about it because I was that person too. I would always put everybody else. But something really beautiful happens when you put yourself first. It's like
Yeah.
you actually start servicing people.
Better version of it. Yeah.
It's true though, because when you come from a place of like wholeness and happiness and like energy, what are you going to exude? You're going to give that to other people around you, whether it's
Sure.
patients, coworkers,
Same
kids,
thing. Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
It's like a ripple effect.
Which I
It's
want.
really cool. But listen, I'll show you. I sit at my desk. I have my big
Yeah.
water bottle. Then I have my sparkling water. I like different. Then I have my green tea. So there's always something for me
There's
to be
always
sipping.
something.
Yeah.
So
You just
funny.
you have to be like, again, create that environment for yourself where everything's easily accessible. I used to teach clients that had a hard time with drinking water. I would say set your alarm every hour just for a couple of days, and
Yeah.
every hour drink a glass of water.
That's
Not
sad.
higher, yeah. So exactly, right? And you only
Right.
really need to do it for 7 hours.
Such a
Yeah.
bad.
So it's a really great way to create a nice habit for yourself because once you start drinking water, then it just becomes again habitual. You'll just drink it just because your
Yeah.
body will want it from you.
We'll want it.
I hope that was helpful.
It
Oh,
was.
good. I'm glad we got a chance to connect,
Yeah, me too.
and hopefully we'll talk again soon.
Yes, thank you
All
so
right.
much.
If you found this video helpful and you want to learn more about a coaching program, go ahead and hit the link in my bio. We look forward to connecting with you.